The Nikon D5500. It's like a trusty sidekick for photography enthusiasts. It offers a delightful blend of features and user friendliness. The camera definitely knows how to charm its way into your heart. So let's start with the design. The D5500 is lightweight and it's compact. It's one of Nikon's most compact offerings. Now it is a cropped sensor camera, but it is a little powerhouse. Now, it fits comfortably in your hand, and it's surprisingly sturdy despite its relatively small frame. I've taken this on all sorts of adventures, backpacking. I've had it at the beach quite a lot. I take it out at nighttime, and it gets pretty dewy when I'm doing astrophotography, but I've never had an issue with the lenses fogging up or sensor inside fogging up or condensation causing any issues at all. And this nifty articulated touchscreen is just awesome. That's the reason I got the D5500. I upgraded from the D3300, and I had to contort myself into a bit of a pretzel trying to take photos of the night sky. So with this little thing, it made it so much easier to point the camera up and still be able to use the screen. I'll just flick it on so you can see. Yeah, so you have it pointed up at the sky like that, and you can easily adjust it. Or you can flick it around, this way, and have selfie mode if you want to record yourself. That's great for both photos and videos. So I've used this extensively as a webcam and recording videos just like this one. It works really well for that. It records 1080p up to 60 frames per second, which is fantastic. And then you can fold the screen back like this and use it just like an ordinary screen. But it's really handy to be able to turn that one and keep it safe so it doesn't get scratched if you're putting your camera back into a bag. And it's also a touch screen. So rather than navigating using this little wheel and buttons, like on some of the previous models, you can navigate through the menu like that, or you can pop it into live view. I don't have a lens on there at the moment, but this allows you to zoom in and to focus on specific areas. And there are little touch-ups and other things that you can do in the options menu, which is really handy. Now, this camera generally comes paired with it's F-mount lenses, and normally you will see it paired with, not that one, this one. This little beauty is the 18 to 55 millimeter f3.5 to 5.6 G2. This is a great lens for beginners. I'll just pop that one on there. Ooh. So for anyone who doesn't know, you just line up the white dot there and the white dot on the lens, and then turn anti-clockwise until it clicks and you're good to go. And this is a great little lens. You have to push the button and twist to unlock it, and then you can rotate between 18 and 55 millimeter. It also comes with this hood, which is really great for keeping light out of the way. But I will close that one back up and pop this back on to make it a little bit easier to fit in the frame of the camera. So yeah, that is a really nice lens that you'll generally see paired up with the D5500. Sometimes in the kit you will also see this one, which is 55 to 300 millimeters, 4.5 to 5.6. So that gives you a full spectrum of 18 right through to 300. Again, these aren't professional lenses. You're not going to be winning any awards with them, but you will get some really nice photos. And it's a great way for beginners to start out in DSLR photography. But personally, I would recommend, as your first lens of choice, getting this one, which is the Nikon DX 35mm prime lens with an f-stop of 1.8. Now this lens is super small, also has a hood, but you won't be doing any zooming with this one. Oop, I'll pop that off. There we go. Yeah, really nice lens, really nice glass, super low light photography. You can use it for all sorts of things. It's just, it's a great street lens. If you were to compare it to a full frame camera, you'd be looking at the equivalent is about a 50mm lens. So it's great for portrait photography. It is great for anything low light and indoors, and it is really good for videos. So this is the lens that I use if I'm using this as a webcam. So yeah, really great. I'm not sure if there's anything else that I can really point out to you. It's just a fantastic camera. I'm really, really impressed with it. I take it everywhere with me, and I wouldn't be without it. I suppose if I had to niggle on it at all, the battery life isn't amazing. So you'll probably want to get 2 or 3 extra batteries to carry in your pocket, and they're only small. I'll make sure the power's off and I'll show you here. It takes, I see I've labeled it number 2. So it takes these EN-EL14A batteries, and I have about 3 or 4 of those, and that will keep me going throughout an entire day easily. Very quick to recharge. And memory cards, it does only have the one slot. So some professional cameras will have more than one slot, but I've never needed anything more than the one. You also have mini HDMI out, which can be really handy if you're going to be using this as a webcam. You can plug that into a computer. And then on this side, we have a port for remote control, an external microphone, and then AV out. There's also a cord you can get now from Nikon directly, which will go from the AV port into your computer, and you can control the camera remotely using their special software, which is free. So that's super handy as well. Okay, that's the Nikon D5500. Highly recommend this camera. Absolutely love it, and I think you will too. Enjoy.